Hi, I just wanted to briefly introduce myself. My name is Amy Thompson, and I live here in Cuenca, Ecuador. I'm shooting this outside just so you can kind of see that I basically live in a perpetual spring here in Cuenca. We live at about 8,000 feet up in the Andes Mountains, but because of that, then the temperatures are a lot less, so it runs about 70 degrees all the time here. I live here in Cuenca with my husband Isaac and my two kids, Ian and Karis. We've been here almost 6 years, and we spent a year in Costa Rica learning language before that. So even though Cuenca is my home now, I always consider Manhattan, Kansas my hometown. So that's where I was born and grew up, and that's where I still consider myself from. As I said, we live here in Cuenca, and basically my husband and I are here serving as missionaries with Global Partners, which is the missionary agency of the Wesleyan Church. We do leadership development with some of our national leaders. We have 4 churches pastored all by Ecuadorians here, and so now we're in the process of building sort of a national church structure with those 4 churches. And so part of our work is to kind of work with people in the church, not necessarily the pastors, but also the lay leaders, work with them, help teach them some things so that they can provide leadership to the national church and to their churches. And then I also do accounting work for the Ibero-America region of Global Partners, so I look at expense reports and budgets and all that fun stuff. And a fun fact about me is that I have a bachelor's and a master's in accounting, and I did auditing for a number of years before I came here. I did performance audits for the state legislature of Kansas. I really enjoyed that work, and so these are actually my very first formal theological classes that I've ever taken. So I'm an accountant, so give me a little bit of grace as we move through this program together. What else did you want to know? The greatest contributor to my personal spiritual formation, I would have to say that actually through part of our developing a leadership program here, some of the people that we were working with took us through Emotionally Healthy Spirituality. And so that book by Pete Scazzero actually has been really impactful for me as far as developing kind of a rhythm of like a daily rhythm, a Sabbath, taking those kinds of things, looking more at contemplation and finding space for God in my everyday life. So I feel like Pete Scazzero actually has really impacted me in a positive way, and also the people that worked with us here, other missionaries, Tom and Lydia Hines, I would say they also contributed to that as well, because they were the ones that suggested that book. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this. I look forward to getting to know all of you, and I'm excited to see what you're all doing and where you're going. Thank you.